Hey, what's up, guys? MGH here. Welcome back to the QPR Road to Glory. In today's episode, you might have seen the thumbnail. We are looking at an absolute giant of a man. I was looking at my team and I was thinking, there is still one thing that I think I'm missing, and that is, and I think I've always had someone in midfield that is like the bruiser, the defensive bruiser. I just don't have that with Cook, Field, Irogbinam. De Silva's a bit more of an attacking box-to-box number 8. I'm talking like a number 6 that sits back and he hoovers everything up. And I'm not saying they have to be a man mountain, an absolute giant, but there just so happens to be a player called Skelly Alvaro that I know about. 6'8". This guy is unreal in real life. I'm saying this because I think he's going to get a big move at some point. Just watch out for a player called Skelly Alvaro. He is owned by Leon. He's out on loan, I believe, in real life. I think he's at Werder Bremen, maybe. But I thought, that is literally what I'm looking for. I just want someone that's going to soak up everything in midfield, win me headers from corners, free kicks, but also just make loads of tackles. And yeah, I think he could be the one. So this is what we've done so far in the window. Menji's come in for 9.2. We've got Zarawi coming in for 6 million plus Bob. Kenya came in for free. Correa came in for free. And I was really happy with that one. He's already 31 though. Karius left for 1.75 million, that is. Cook came in for free, and Mumba came in for 7 million. Why did I say it so weirdly? Karius left for 1.75 million. There you go. Not 1.75 millions. Is that how I said it? Either way, we didn't have the scout report back on Skelly yet. We are going to have to wait a little bit. So we're going to go into our next game, which is a cup game against fellow rivals Leicester. Of course, they've been up and down a little bit, and they're right here in the Premier League with us this season. And I think they could be one of our main rivals, along with Burnley, Sheffield United. There's a couple of teams that I think will be right there with us. So I'm just changing up the team a little bit for this one. We're going with the 3 at the back, 2 up top. Sacco and Scarlett will be starting this one. It is a cup game. Now, I'm not saying I don't want to prioritise the Carabao Cup because it's a rubbish tournament, but my focus has to be on the Premier League this season and just staying... I guess I've said it. I don't want to be just avoiding relegation. I want to be pushing a bit higher than that. But the reality is I could easily be dragged into a relegation battle. So it isn't a priority of mine, the Carabao Cup. And we're already 1-0 down through a defensive error. And very quickly it was 2-0 after just 2 minutes. I was getting destroyed. 3 at the back is a fantastic formation. I really like it. But of course it's risky. You do often leave gaps, but thankfully you have a lot of players going forward, and that means Scarlett has a partner up top this season, whether it's Correa, whether it's Diao, and it does mean we have a lot of space going forward for players to run into as well. So it's positives and negatives, and that's the same for every formation. So it's 2-1 at the moment. Zarawi wins it back here, gives it to Scarlett, powers it into that bottom left corner, and just like that it's 2-2, and Leicester have thrown away a healthy lead. It is a shame. Unlucky. What can I say? Now, it is a cup game and there are no replays, so a draw would result in a penalty shootout. We almost lost it there. Great save from Cox, and that was full time. So we are going to penalties, and it feels like I don't lose these very often, but we get off to a horrendous start, missing the first one, or it was saved, I should say. Leicester then score their one. And what I will say is Cox is, 71 rated? We do have a disadvantage going into this penalty shootout, just purely stats alone, okay? But we've scored our next one, and then we saved their one, so we're even. Correa steps up to take our third penalty kick. I've gone down the middle, and yeah, they guessed it. So I stayed down the middle, but it doesn't count for some reason. So now we're at a disadvantage again. They've scored an extra penalty. Irogbinam with a lovely tidy finish into that bottom left corner. The pressure's building though. I need to save this one really, and I haven't been able to go the right way. That's a really clean penalty. So it came down to this one. I had to score. I had to score this one, and it's Kyle, and he slams it into that far left corner. Beautiful penalty, and it now comes down with all the pressure on, I think that's Mavadidi or Mavadidi. Either way, brilliant penalty. and Leicester will be going through. So we are out of the Carabao Cup in our very first game. It is what it is. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. Now, I was still waiting for the scout report because we are running out of time before deadline day. Still didn't have enough information to make an estimate. I didn't want to overpay for him, but we'll wait one more game here. We're going to play against Manchester City at the Etihad. Once again, just putting the team together here. And I do want to say, still having problems with the player name and numbers. The colours on the shirt just don't seem to work. So I'm potentially going to have to change the away kit. We'll see. It might be the only way to fix it. So, hey, it might be that you only see this yellow kit a couple more times and then we're going to have to change it because I don't know if it's the latest update with FC24, but for some reason, every time I reload my career mode, it hasn't saved the colours that I've chose for the names and the numbers. So, yeah, look, you can see we've got the white numbers. They should be blue. So, unless I go in and change it every single game, I don't really fancy doing that, if I'm honest, and I'll forget some games. So it's probably going to need changing, but that's okay. We'll just say it's a third kit, and this one will be retired. There you go. Anyway, Man City, not an easy game, but they weren't particularly good at the start of the season. I believe they were mid-table at this point. So I thought, do you know what? I might have a chance. And this O'Reilly guy in midfield, wow. Keep an eye out for O'Reilly in this game. I believe he turns and scores here. There it is, slamming that one into the goal. Looks like a very good player. I mean, if he's getting into the Man City midfield / attack, then he probably is a very good player. So maybe one to look out for in the future of this career mode. Jelavic started this game. We're into the second half here. He provides the assist for Diao, who has found an equaliser at the Etihad. And it's a really good finish. And look how wrong the white name and number looks. Just looks wrong, doesn't it? I know it's not the worst thing ever, but I'm a perfectionist, all right? We will be getting that fixed. Great finish from Diao. He continues his good scoring form in the Premier League. He's not just a championship player, all right? Great tackle there from Cabral. Haaland was kept quiet, which is not something I've been able to say very often in these career modes. But we did give away the ball. I thought he was going to go onto his left, but Bakayoko runs into the box with his right. And Grealish scores the header, and for some reason it just skipped right into the replay. I thought it was an own goal maybe, but can confirm Grealish has headed that. And unfortunately, it is 2-1 to City. Treble winners, but obviously they're not treble winners right now in this career mode. But we are 2-1 down with a couple of minutes left. I thought maybe I could go up and equalise, grab a point from this game, but instead, Bakayoko, I think that's the PSV winger, isn't it? He's joined City, and he scores a third, and that, of course, meant they stayed at home. They didn't go home. They got the 3 points. It is what it is. And it's deadline day, so I have basically no chance of finding out more information on Skelly Alvaro, the 6'8" giant. So I'm going to have to wing it. And at this point, I decided I will be selling Field. I said it would happen. Now is that time. He's 27. He's in his prime. He's not going to get any better. But I don't play with DMs. I don't have his position in my team. He gets a -7. So I'm just going to bite the bullet and I'm going to sell the captain of my team. Although I gave captaincy to Cannon more recently. Field was a captain for a long time. And also it means I can free up that number 8 shirt and give it to Skelly. So we're offering 9 million plus 3. They rejected and only want 5. Make it make sense. Why wouldn't they take that and then just sell Field in a year or whatever? Oh, it doesn't make any sense. So I was about to massively overpay, but that just goes to show just how important I think this signing could be. I think Skelly Alvaro could be an absolute gem. So, £5.7 million with no sell-on fee. I didn't want to potentially lose a load of cash if he turns into an absolute superstar. I just still cannot believe Leon turned down Field plus that kind of money and then came back with just 5. It's absolutely stupid. All they should have said is, we don't want Field and give me 10 mil. I would have done it, 100%. Anyway, into the contract stage here. We are going to offer a healthy amount. We're going to go for £25,000 a week, and we will be offering a tasty 200 grand signing bonus. Is it going to be enough to sign the Frenchman? The French henchman. It's terrible, but it was enough. 25 grand a week. He doesn't look 6'8" there, but trust me, guys, you're about to see the size of this man. Look, it's Slenderman. He is so big. It's hilarious. He makes all the other players on the pitch look like children. 6'8". It's obviously very rare, but you would say a goalkeeper, a centre-back, and the odd striker could be that tall. But a central midfielder, it's unheard of. And that is why I've signed him. And that is why I've paid for a face mod. Look how tall he is. He doesn't even fit in the screen there. Welcome to the club. Welcome to London. Our new number 8. Field will be sold. You'll see we receive an offer very shortly. And Alvaro comes in. So he's listed as a DM in game. But actually, if I convert him to centre mid, he might go up. So we will be doing that. And by the way, he has 93 strength. The thing is, he's quite what's the word? Lanky. He's not the biggest in terms of body mass, but he's just a giant. He's going to win the ball off everyone. I love it. And there is the offer coming in for Field. I could easily get 11, 12 million, but I just thought with it being deadline day, with just a few hours to go, let's just go ahead and accept it. He's going to Leeds, and I think he'll do very well for Leeds. I think that's a pretty good signing for them, and it works out for us because we've actually made profit somehow. We've sold Field for more than what we spent on Skelly, and I think he will be a better player within 2-3 months. So we're just going to speed through the end of the transfer window here. The deadline day, final few hours, was very boring. Nothing really happening. I think I received an offer for one of my goalkeepers, and that was it. Anang, I think it was, who isn't very happy right now, I should say. So, as you can see right now, if you want to pause, feel free. I'm basically giving every single player that's unhappy with their current contract a brand new one because I've got money to spend. I haven't blown the entire budget. Everyone was pretty much upset because we've gone from Championship wages to Premier League wages being required. So, I mean, players were on 10,000 and they were asking for 30. So it is a big jump, but we can afford it. And as I said, if you want to have a look at any of those contracts specifically, just jump back and pause it. I didn't want to bore you by showing you everything, but there is our current budget, 20 million still in the transfer kitty. I'm sure we'll make use of that in January, but that's it now. This is the squad for the rest of the beginning part of the season. And we're taking on Manchester United, and Skelly made his debut already bossing midfield. He is just so tall. And what it is, guys, it's the long legs. He just wraps his legs around the players and just nicks the ball off them. And what a ball that is as well. We'll be testing him out. Let's see what his shooting's like as well. We're going to get the ball and we're going to hoof it. And you can see he's got that shot power, but of course, he's not the finished article. He is still relatively raw at just 75 rated or 74 rated. He's got a bit of work to do. But Branthwaite has been mixed up there with another defender. Bad positioning. Diaw's through. 1-0. We're beating Manchester United at home. This is Premier League football. And we've hit them on the break like that. It's a thing of beauty. But Manchester United are obviously going to try and score as well. They've got a good attacking side. It's not great, but they're definitely better than us. And right here, I tried to chip it down onto the left side, and I've given it away. It's a little bit unlucky. It's not what I wanted to do, but it's my own fault. I shouldn't have been trying to chip the ball there. I should have just hammered it out. And it is Watkins. Good signing, by the way, for Manchester United. I wonder if he'll ever move on from Villa in real life. And there is Alvaro, or Skelly, as I want to call him, winning the ball back in midfield, setting Diaw up on the run. Good strike, saved by Vitek there. 10 minutes to go into injury time. A shot coming in there from Skelly, which is blocked. Diaw now will spread it out to Mumba on the right side. Huge opportunity to win the game. Doig's there. What a save. Huge save. We should have beaten Manchester United, but it wasn't meant to be. We'll take a point. I think a point against any of the big teams is pretty good, isn't it? Now we've got Brentford. We are away to Brentford. They're not easy to beat here. And we go 1-0 down very early in the game. Just 20 minutes on the clock. And we're looking pretty dodgy here at the back. I'm not going to lie, guys. Now, what I want to say is, and I talk about it, I think more in, tomorrow's episode, and maybe at the end of this one when I go to the live portion, but I experimented with a different tactical vision. And as I said, I'll talk more about it. But what you're seeing here as I equalise in the last few minutes is my team playing with the wing play tactical vision. And I don't think it's very good. We'll talk about it more in the next few episodes, basically. But I'm a little bit further ahead of you. What you're seeing right now is what I did yesterday in real life. So basically, I'm just trying to explain why I'm playing not so well compared to the opening day against Brighton, where we won that game, and of course getting pretty good results against United, for example, because then I was using the tiki-taka or the gegenpress, and wing play just doesn't seem to be very good. And this Duro guy, my God, he was absolutely killing my three at the back system here, finding gaps, finding little areas of space to score, and that's 3-0 now. Embarrassing, really. But the thing is, I completely forgot that I went to wing play, and I think that's what's been causing some of the issues. It just isn't very good. But 4-0 to Leicester. We don't need to talk about it. We're not going to get one back at the end here, and that is going to be the end of the highlights. We're going to jump into a live match now, and I hope you're enjoying the season so far, guys. But one thing I need to say, don't use wing play. Things aren't looking too great right now. We're about to take on Chelsea. They are 6th and we are 19th. However, 6 games played, and as you can see there, Brentford, Leicester, who we just got smashed by, are on the same amount of points. So it's a bit deceiving right now. 5 goals scored, 11 conceded. Yeah, welcome to the Premier League indeed. Let's have a look at the top here. So we've got Liverpool, Arsenal, Brighton. I called it, didn't I? Somehow we managed to outplay them and beat them, but they had some very good players. I would expect to see them continue at least in that top 6 this season. Fulham up there with City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Man United. Oh, we've got a lot of work to do. Chelsea, Stamford Bridge, let's go. We need to put that Leicester game behind us. Think more about the Brighton game that we did really well in. Man United as well. Look at Skelly. He's going to win everything, isn't he? Skelly Alvaro, remember the name. Absolute giant of a man. And he's already integrating himself into this squad. Here is Doig. We're still operating with the 3 at the back. I'm enjoying it at the moment. Oh, no. Okay, we've still got it. It does seem to be working quite well if you just exclude the last game. We just don't need to talk about it, you know. Zarauri. Cross coming in. Oh. For a second, I thought that might have been an own goal. Can you imagine that? I'm just wondering if Skelly Alvaro will be better as the left-sided number 8 instead of the right-sided. I don't know. I might try it out. Oh, Zarauri's almost got in. Here we are. Another cross coming in. Come on. Oh, Alvaro, get there. Oh, he's just taken a little bit of a tumble there. I do wonder, though, because of the height advantages he has, sometimes he might get a better angle when it comes to tackling if he's on the left and then kind of wrapping his leg on the inside. I know that sounds mental, but it's a thing. Sometimes you want players operating on their weak foot side, so they've got a more dominant inside. Ødegaard for Arsenal playing on the right says a lot, really, doesn't it? Oh, no. Oh, my God. Sterling. What a goal that was. Near post. But yeah, I think you know what I mean. Sometimes, I mean, we're excluding wingers. Inside forwards don't count. But when it comes to central midfielders, typically you've always had them on their strong foot. So if they're right-footed, have them on the right. But I think we're seeing it more and more. We're getting midfielders playing on their weak foot side. That's got to be a yellow card. He's chopped him from behind. It's Goretzka. He's actually he's captaining Chelsea. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. But I can try a shot with Skelly here. I mean, we know he's got shot power. But scoring from there, I mean, that's a 1 in a million. Diao going forward. Look at him go. Try and get a shot away if I can. Oh, that almost fell for De Silva. I feel like we're a little bit unlucky to be 1-0 down. We've definitely been the better side. But it means nothing if I'm not creating good chances, not any old chance. It needs to be a good goal-scoring chance. Oh, no. No. 2 shots, 2 goals for Chelsea. And I'm leaking goals. 3 at the back. It's so difficult. It really is, because it doesn't feel that bad. But I'm conceding goals pretty much every chance. So we're going to have to really consider this. Almost another one. That was a good save by Cox. That is something else to consider. He is still very low rated. For a Premier League goalkeeper to be, what, 71, 72? It isn't ideal. And I know over time, it'll be worth it. But it's risky, isn't it? It really is. Well, that is half-time. Doesn't look like we're going to get anything from Chelsea. But that's okay. These are the games that if you get something, it's just a bonus. I will obviously need to win the games with teams that are around me in the league. I'm in a different position now. We are one of the worst teams in the league. So I can't go to Stamford Bridge and be ultra disappointed if I'm struggling. It is what it is. It's where we are at the moment. That's a good ball. Skelly in the box. Even he couldn't win that, though. Go on, Zarauri. Oh, that was so nearly intercepted. It's been a pretty good start to the second half. Chelsea have barely done anything. But now I've said that, you guys know exactly what's going to happen. My players are looking a little bit leggy right now. Go for a cross maybe? No? Okay. All right, we'll get this forward if we can. Mumba down the right. We need a run from Scarlett. I have to. There's no other option. Chelsea have got me pinned in. Well done, Zarauri. He's got it. Now, over the top for Diao. Go on, hit it. Good save, Kepa. I think I'm going to change it up now. I think we're going to go 4-2-3-1, not 2-3-1. I am bringing on Correa. I'm going to take off De Silva. Wait, how do I want to do this? Do I want Cannon or Mumba at right back? That's the first call here. I think we go Cannon, actually, the physical presence that he gives. Mumba could work in midfield. I might give it a go. That kind of like, you know, busy bee running around, winning the ball. I'm going to give it a go. De Silva comes off for Elliott. Alvaro, I'm going to try him on that left of midfield. Let's see if it makes any difference for him. But De Silva, after such a good season last year, it feels crazy to be potentially leaving him out to get Alvaro in his preferred position. But Alvaro's the future, you know. He's kind of who I plan on building around in midfield. Not long left now. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to get anything from this at all. Maybe a 2-1. It's less embarrassing, isn't it? Oh, what a ball. Correa. Good save, Kepa. Maybe embarrassing isn't the right word. As I said, this is Stamford Bridge. I know Chelsea haven't been great in real life recently, but they are still very good in FIFA, that's for sure. In FC, excuse me. But it's not looking like anything is going to work for me in this game. I'm really struggling. Elliott. Into Correa. Oh, my God. Another save by Kepa. We've had the chances. We really have. Is this one of those kind of, again, deceiving results? We've obviously conceded some pretty poor chances, but we've had our own. And on another day, especially when Cox is a bit high level, he will make those saves and I will score my goals maybe. Correa's been brilliant. He's got us a penalty. Correa has been absolutely brilliant since he's come on. He gives us so much more than Scarlett outside of just goals. Taller, better on the ball, better passing, better dribbling. And he gets us goals. Diao to make this a little bit better on us. Top left, nice goal. 2-1. I guess we take it. So that is it for this episode, guys. In the next one, we've got Burnley. Now that is a much better game for us. You know, they've been a big rival of ours over the last 12 months. We've got to beat them. We've got to. And that should take us outside of the relegation zone. But you never know. Thank you for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed it, leave a like rating and I will see you in the next episode.